Bob, you wrote a book about Obama's war. How do you explain this week his talking in his national security strategy about strategic patience and comparing what we're doing to the Crusades 1,000 years ago? What do you make of those kind of comments at a time when the war against ISIS seems to have, if anything, only become more urgent?
If you talk to people in the White House and the military, I think there's agreement, and John McCain's right, and General Flynn is right. There's no strategy. They have not sat down and said, this is where we want to go, and this is how we want to do it. And the measure of that, when you get in the weeds here, people from the White House are micromanaging the tactical situation on a daily and weekly basis. That's not their job. They have to kind of do strategic planning and say, what do we want to accomplish in the next year?
Wait a minute. Are you saying that, forgive me, Susan Rice is telling the generals what to do?
And they've got all these people in the White House. You talk to people in the military who are there, and they say, we are being micromanaged, and we're not given a real plan to say, what are we going to do here? And it's not the way to run a war or try to win a war. Now, in fairness, this is a very difficult, ugly situation. And what they need is a George Kennan, who was the one who came up with containment to deal with the Soviet Union, which worked on a bipartisan basis, Republican presidents, Democratic presidents, saying we're going to contain the Soviet Union, and there were elements that worked with people. You talk to the working level people, and they say, where are we going?